Welcome to Nonprofit Profiles. I'm Genevieve Riatort. It's so important for kids to have a place to go after school, a safe place, and to have a place for young adults to develop their skills and become better human beings. Pico Youth and Family is such a place, and we are going to hear all about their programs, and we're going to hear from their youth participants and find out about the great work that's happening at Pico Youth and Family Center. Welcome, Vanessa and Marcus.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So Marcus, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you find out about Pico Youth and Family Center?
I found out with Pico Youth Family Center when I was walking down Pico Boulevard. And I got curious, so I just walked in and I stayed there since.
So you walked through the door and then you pretty much never left.
Yes.
So what kinds of activities do you participate in there?
Well, I participate in everything I can. Like, they usually have a video production workshop.
Okay.
So you make videos and music videos. They have a public studio. And that for me, it was like relief because one, I have a speech impediment, and two, I feel like that if I go in the studio and kind of do what they do, it helps me with my speech.
Well, you sound great to me.
There's case management and how there's resources you can use, and there's workshops for almost anything. There's tutoring on Wednesdays, and periodically we have like weeks of honoring people like Betty Shabazz, Malcolm X, Cesar Chavez, Martin Luther King.
So then you get to learn about who those people are and what they did throughout that process.
Yeah.
And you don't mind having extra learning outside of school?
I don't mind. My mom thinks I'm a rat for learning.
Well, I think it's great. And so Vanessa, how about you? How did you find out about Pico Youth and Family?
A few years ago when I was a freshman, Yolanda de Cordova, who used to work there at the center, she asked me to come in for girls group, which is now called ladies group. And since then, I've just been there doing different things. I started off with girls group. I ended up in the studio for a while. I've done tutoring. There's just so many things that have brought me to who I am right now.
So what do you think, how do you think it has changed your life? I mean, are you a different person now than you were maybe when you first started because of some of the things that you've learned at Pico Youth and Family Center?
Definitely. At first I was really shy. I didn't like being in front of people or trying to express how I felt, and because of the center I'm now able to branch out, and it's really helped me throughout the years, so I'm really grateful for the experience and the people that work there.
That sounds great. Well, I can't imagine you being shy and not willing to speak out. Look at you now.
Well, the center helped me out with that.
Well, that's great. And Marcus, can you tell me what your very favorite thing is about the center? If you had to pick just one thing, what would be your very favorite?
I guess it's the friends I made at the center.
The friends you made.
I'm a shy kid, and it's kind of hard making friends. Vanessa, my best friend right here. It's like one big family. And for the Pico Youth Center, I feel like they always try to get the truth on everything they do. And they're not, well, I don't want to use slang, but they're not posers.
So you feel like the adults that are there, they treat you with respect. You know, they don't talk down to you the way that maybe some adults might sometimes.
No.
That's got to be a great thing. And you've made some pretty good friends. Awesome. And what about you, Vanessa? What would you pick if you just had to pick one favorite thing?
I would have to say the staff. They're there for you no matter what. And if I ever have a problem or I just need someone to talk to or I need help with school or college information, they're there, and I couldn't ask for more, you know, like even someone to talk to is amazing, and they're just they're amazing people, and it's not just like they're the staff, they're family.
It really seems like you guys have a really lovely family environment over there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so excited to hear more about it. So are you thinking about college?
Oh yeah, I'm already on that. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go, and just trying to stay positive and hopefully come back to the community to help everyone out here.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
Hopefully a psychologist or a child psychologist, so
Wow.
yeah.
So are you learning a little bit about how that works by the services you get?
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of people that work there that are coming in and out, and they teach me a lot about how to listen, and listening is key, and just trying to get the two stories on any type of situation really helps out, and they've helped me a lot, so.
That's great. Well, I'm sure the staff would be really proud and honored to hear that they're your favorite part of the program. I think
Of course.
that's pretty awesome. And Marcus, has there been kind of one thing in particular that, maybe happened or that you were able to, work through because of being part of Pico Youth and Family?
Well, I feel like they're, what's it called? To me, they really listen.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have any problem, they help me work it out. And it's like I can trust them.
Mm-hmm. And what do you want to be when you grow up? Have you decided?
Well, I have a long list of things I want to be, but the top thing. One of the 5 top things are being a forensic scientist.
Okay.
Nice.
Like dissecting the bodies, try to get the proof.
Yeah,
Like
you don't have to go into too much detail. And what would be number 2?
Well, broadcasting, like the
What we're doing here?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have a feeling that you're going to be able to achieve those goals. You seem like a very motivated, curious, and interested young guy. And Vanessa, I can't imagine you being shy. It seems like you are just going to be a wonderful counselor. And I'm so pleased that you could both join us, and glad that you'll be back with us for the next segment. So we will be back, so stay with us. Next, we'll hear a little bit more from Vanessa, and we'll also be hearing from another youth participant named Omar. Thank you.
Our doors are open to all at St. Joseph Center, where we provide intervention, prevention, and education services. Our early childhood development centers encourage learning while parents seek work. Families receive food for the week. Case managers counsel seniors, veterans, and families. We also teach job skills to young and old. Experience the joy of helping at St. Joseph Center. We're planting hope, growing lives for all those in need.
Welcome back to Nonprofit Profiles. Today we're hearing all about Pico Youth and Family Center and the amazing programs that they have. We're back now with Vanessa and Omar, who's just joining us. Hi, Omar.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. So I asked Vanessa and Marcus earlier, and now I'll ask you, how did you first find out about Pico Youth and Family Center?
One of my friends, he was volunteering at the Pico Youth and Family Center, and and I'm really in love with hip hop, and he was like, oh, they have a studio there, so it's like, you should call them. And then I went there, and I go there every Tuesday and Thursday for the music studio.
Oh, that's great. So what do you do in the music studio?
Work on lyrics. So we choose a certain topic. We write lyrics about the topic, and then we just record it.
So what's an example of a topic that you might be writing about?
Ethnic studies, like trying to save ethnic studies in Arizona.
Oh, that's great. So you actually get involved in issues that are happening.
Yeah, so we're like activists on the mic.
I like that, activists on the mic. Very good. And how long have you been doing that?
Just recently, just a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm. So you're a newbie.
Yeah, put it that way.
But you like it.
Yeah, I love it.
And do you get to do videos for your songs too?
Oh, no, not yet. I'm still like in the process of recording.
I
That'll be the
see.
next step.
But other kids do videos?
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. And are you in high school right now? Or are you
Yeah,
out
I'm
of
in
school?
11th grade.
11th grade. Oh, so you're both juniors.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. And Vanessa, you were going to tell us a little bit more about the ladies group that you mentioned earlier. So tell us what that's all about.
Well, at first it was more of a place where you can hang out. We used to have like little fish bowls where there'd be questions that regarded on FEMA issues or just life issues in general. And we would sit around and talk about them. And as the years progressed, there's like the bond became stronger. And last year we had a few college interns from SMC and UCLA, and they were amazing. I'm still in touch with them. They all moved back home, so it was really difficult because we all got really attached to them, and they helped us branch out, I guess you could say. It was more of it wasn't just like how I said before, like an adult teen type of thing. It was like they're my friends, and now it's become more of like, okay, where do we want to go? Like, what do we want in our life? How are we going to get there? And we just talk about the steps to getting there and how like we feel about ourselves and how we can empower ourselves. And it's just been an amazing experience being in ladies group.
So my first question, when you mentioned the fishbowl, I immediately thought, does that mean everyone got to write down a question anonymously and toss it into the fishbowl? Or were there preset questions?
There's been preset questions, but lately we would get a question asked, or like, what's our fears of the future? And we'd all put them in this bowl, and we would pick them out, and we'd all talk about them anonymously, and we didn't have to say who wrote them. But we talked about them, and we said, like, does anyone else feel that way? And it was kind of like an eye-opener because you realize that you're not the only one that's going through it, and it made you think, like, okay, well, maybe I can talk to that person, they can help me out.
So I bet that was a big bonding experience.
Yeah, very big.
How many girls are in that group?
Roughly, there's sometimes 5, 6. Throughout the years, it's different because sometimes girls move or they go to college, so.
It must have been nice when you had college interns being part of the group, because then it was like, that's going to be me later.
They're just amazing female role models, and I couldn't have asked for better facilitators. They were amazing. Like, they've pushed me to become the person that I am now. So
that's so great. I wish I had something like that when I was in high school.
I think we all do. A little push never hurts.
Yeah, well, a push and support and a safe place to ask questions and get answers. So that's all about the ladies. Is there anything that happens like that for the guys over there?
Yeah, I mean, the guys are very united as well. And then there's a group. But then even outside the group, we still talk to each other. We talk to the staff. And even sometimes, I mean, I don't really look at gender boundaries. I talk to the
girls too.
Yeah, of
That's
course,
allowed.
Yeah.
Good. And so do you find that by having people to talk to who are a similar age, maybe they have some similar problems, is that helpful for you?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Can you tell us a story of maybe something that specifically you were, you got a little support from?
So I like doing homework, but then at times it gets hard, and then people are like, oh, just stick in there. Because, I mean, like, I get advice from 12th graders, and I'm in 11th grade, and they're like, okay, you just got 2 more years left. So just stick through it, just do your work. It don't matter if it's hard, just like, try your best.
So they encourage you to do your homework?
Yeah.
And you like doing homework, or you don't like doing homework?
At times I like doing homework, and then there are like times that like I don't feel it, but I mean, I still do it.
What's your favorite class in school?
History.
History. Why do you like history?
I like learning the past.
The past. And do you think, why is that? What's important about the past?
I want to learn more about my culture, myself, and where I come from, and this country as well.
And what do you think, how do you see yourself when you grow up? What do you want to be?
I want to be an activist.
An activist. I like it. An activist on the mic already, and an activist in the future. Well, that's pretty awesome. So overall, what would you say is your most favorite thing about Pico Youth and Family?
I mean, honestly, I don't have a favorite thing. I mean, I love I love the PYFC. I love the whole center. I love the studio. I love the staff. I love all the events they throw. Pretty much, I love everything. There's nothing above anybody else. Just like I love everybody there.
And Vanessa, how many people are there in a given day? Do you think when you go there, are you around a lot of kids? Is it kind of mixed ages?
There's a variety of ages. There's 20-year-olds. There's freshmen who are like 15, 13, 13 sometimes, because some of us are young. But we're all over the place, and roughly there's a lot of kids coming in and out, so there'll probably be like 10, 15 max. There's sometimes we'll be there, we'll go get a quick bite, and then we'll be like, all right, let's do our homework.
And what do your parents think about you going to Pico Youth and Family Center?
They like it. They prefer me being there than on the streets or doing something that they don't agree on. So if they know that I'm there, they know that I'm safe and that I'm not being reckless, I guess you could say.
You're nodding your head like, yeah, that's true for me
For
too.
sure. Yeah.
So your parents are pretty happy that you found.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have they said, we're so glad you're going?
It like helps me get off the street,
Mm-hmm. Well, I just want to thank you both so much for being willing to come on the show and, let everybody know about your own experiences and the great work that it's doing. And, hopefully maybe there'll be some other kids who'll find out about the program and, say, I want to join that ladies group. That sounds like fun. Or I want to go be an activist on the mic. So I think that you're very inspiring and you should be very proud.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us. In our next segment, we're going to hear exactly about how all of this great work is being done. We'll hear about the music program, we'll hear about the counseling and all the other great programs that are happening. And we will be with Javis Huggins, who produces the music, and with Angel Villaseñor, who is a case manager. So please stay with us.
I used to think my life was normal. Bye, Mom. But sometimes I needed a drink. Then another. I didn't see I had a problem until I lost my little girl. Then one day, the Claire Foundation took me in and helped me heal. I now have my life back and the most precious thing in it. Claire Foundation, saving lives through recovery. Log on to clairefoundation.org.
Welcome back to Nonprofit Profiles. Today we're hearing all about Pico Youth and Family Center. We've heard from the youth. Now we're going to hear about the amazing staff that makes it all happen. Welcome, Angel and Jay. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate
So you have some pretty remarkable kids as part of your program.
Yeah, we do.
You must be doing great work over there.
Yeah, we do. It was great. Just seeing, some of the things they had to say about it.
Yeah, well, and they said the staff is their favorite thing. So
Yeah.
that's pretty exciting. And the music program. So, Angel, can you tell us a little bit about the history of Pico Youth and Family, how it got started, and really the whole range of services that you provide?
So, the Pico Youth Family got started just based on, it was a necessity that the community needed. In 1998, there was a lot of violence in the streets, violence happening, shootings happening. So the founder, Oscar de la Torre, him and other community leaders came together. They did a vigil for peace where they brought 1,000 community members together to march for peace. And with that, they asked the city for a grant to open up this space for young people. In 2002, it opened its doors, and it's been strong ever since.
Wow. So since then, how many kids do you think have walked through the doors in and out?
I think over 1,000 since then, because I know, we look at the database and it's like, it's kind of overwhelming to see so many lives came in and out the center.
And what's your role specifically?
Me, I'm the case manager. I help with job development. I co-facilitate the men's group. I do support services. Mainly, I case manage a certain group of youth that kind of need extra support, track them, set achievement goals and stuff like that. And then I'm also open to any youth that walk in and need the assistance in that area.
So I know that your program focuses a lot on violence prevention. Can you tell me a little bit about how that really works and maybe tell us a success story?
Yeah, a lot of things we try to be involved with the community. So in terms of violence prevention, we do a lot of community organizing. There's been certain, altercations that have happened, near the high school or with different groups of students where we've been called in by the high school to do some mediations, and they've been successful.
So does that mediation happen with staff members like yourself, or do you get peer-to-peer with kids?
It happens with staff members. I think we have a very good relationship with a lot of the youth in the community, the way they respect us, and we have that rapport with them.
So even kids that maybe don't necessarily walk through the doors, they know who you are.
Yeah, they know who we are as an organization, and they're always open for. But most of the kids that we work with, our PYFC youth.
So I know that we heard from some high school students, but I saw on your website that you actually have programs for young adults as well.
Yeah, we
and that you're open during the day.
Yeah, we serve ages 14 to 24, give or take. You know, you know, if anyone that needs services, we're not going to refuse them, of course. We're also open 11 to 7, and then on some days we stay open later. We open earlier, depending on the need. We serve college youth. We do a lot of community college youth that need the assistance with financial aid or getting waivers or grants and things like that. And they're also great, you know, mentors to some of the younger youth.
That's so great.
So it works out well.
That does. So Jay, I'd like to move on to you because you are in charge of what is probably the cool program over at the center.
Right.
Being the the music studio supervisor, and tell us about that program and how it impacts the students there.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a really amazing opportunity for young people to express themselves. You know, I feel, as an artist myself, I'm in a hip-hop crew called Luminaries, and I perform locally and around California and around all over the place. And I think, you know, it's good to provide young people with an opportunity to express themselves, because I think that when people can express themselves, they can feel like they can release and be themselves, and they might feel hindered at school, whether it's socially or because of the classes or the teachers, whatever it may be, or even their family lives. And they might come into the music studio to do some poetry, to do some writing, recording with me, and they can feel open and kind of like let go of some of the daily pressures of their norm.
I would imagine that probably has a lot to do to serve that violence prevention, because you're giving kids an outlet that they might not otherwise have.
Yeah, you know, I've been working with youth for like almost 8 years in LA County, and I think that I've always seen that providing a kid with like a platform to express themselves, you know, gives them an opportunity to share who they really are ultimately. I think when kids are in the street, you know, like they want to create a name for themselves, like when people tag on the wall, or they're in a gang, or they want to, you know, get recognition from their crew, so to speak, on the street level. It's like the same amount of appreciation that they ultimately want, that they can achieve in a more constructive way. So I think as a place like PYFC, when we're providing multiple opportunities, whether it's music or the creative arts or dance or whatever it may be, like we're giving them an opportunity to really share and open up and get that recognition in a more constructive way, as opposed to destructive, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, you're giving these kids a voice. And a really cool, I would imagine, music studio, and a chance to, you know, produce their own music and music videos. I mean, that's pretty cool. I would love to have been doing that when I was in high school and beyond.
Yeah, you know, they put together 3 compilation projects at PYFC. They're called PYFC All-Stars over the last couple years. And I've been on recently, just added to the staff to take on their 4th album. So I'm really excited to work with the kids, develop ideas about social commentary, peace, unity, activism, as Omar was saying.
Developing those activists on the mic.
Yeah, you know, and giving them opportunity to really create songs that have a specific theme. So it's not just like random thoughts or like talking about how dope they are as MCs or musicians or singers, but really
they
like
have a message.
Let's create a song with the message and put together something that the community can be proud of.
Well, that's so incredible. I really commend you for your work. And Angel, just real quick, if there are kids who want to participate, if there are people that want to donate or find out how to volunteer with your program, where can they go to get more information?
So they can go to our website. It's picouth.org.
Picouth.org.
Check us out. Definitely, we can use the donations. We are a nonprofit, so any resources will be helpful.
All right, investing in youth. Well, we're going to see a little photo slideshow of some of the amazing kids that you work with and young adults. And I really thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Let's have a look. Well, as that last photo showed, it seems like this program is all about unity, bringing young people in the community together, giving them chances to mentor each other, to be mentored, giving them an opportunity to express themselves through the arts. Pico Youth and Family and all of the people that support them with their volunteer time and their energy, they're really doing a great job and a great service to the community. So I'm glad that we were able to hear about them, and thank you so much for being with us on Nonprofit Profiles.